Hi, and welcome to 30 Day Trials, where I try anything and everything for 30 days. In this episode, I'm going to talk about Champix. So, what is Champix? Champix is a stop smoking drug. It's supposed to help you quit smoking by making smoking as disgusting and horrible as possible. This is true. This is actually what it does. I decided to give it a go because I was tired of smoking so much and wasting so much money on something that literally does nothing for you at all. It's something that I don't think anybody wants to, get trapped in. And initially, when I started smoking, it was because, I was among other teenagers that wanted to look cool, look older. Now I am older and I don't want to look older. I want to look younger and younger. And quitting smoking is probably one of the best things that you can do for your health. Smoking, as the habit or addiction goes, is literally going to kill you. And it's going to kill me. So I thought, you know what, let me try find something out there that's going to help me quit. That's going to make it a little bit easier because I've tried quitting a million times before. I've been smoking for about 16 years, and in those 16 years it's been very difficult for me to quit. I've tried on numerous occasions. Some were successful for short periods of time, and others were just a lot of effort with no reward. And here I am 16 years later, still smoking and looking for a way out. I'm going to talk to you about my experience, and I'm going to let you know whether or not it's worth getting. So I did try this drug out, but I failed to go the 30 days. I stopped on day 16. And I'll tell you what happened leading up to the period that I stopped and why I stopped. So from day 12, the dosages started kicking in. When you start off, you're supposed to start off on 1 milligram a day, which is taken in 2 doses of 0.5 milligrams of the drug in 2 small tablets. And then you step it up to 2 milligrams a day, so there'll be 2 1 milligram tablets, one in the morning and one at night. The Champix instructions tell you to set a quit date within 2 weeks. I think it's usually between 8 and 14 days, where you say to yourself, all right, this is it, this is the last smoke, and this is what you're going to do. So my initial quit date was on day 10, and I failed to do that. On day 10, I can't remember if I still had a few more cigarettes, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to finish this box, and when I finish this box, then I'm done. So I set the new date to the 12th day, okay? And on the 12th day, everything was going great. Every cigarette I had literally felt like shit. I decided that, you know what, it must be a lot easier for me to just deal with the withdrawal symptoms from quitting than it is to try and smoke while on Champix. So, the drug was working. It was helping me redirect my attention to not just continue smoking, but to actually say, all right, let's get rid of this. Day 12 came, I had my final cigarette, and all was gravy in my world. I'd stopped smoking, I stopped. And I stopped that day, I stopped the next day, and I stopped the day after that. And I kept on taking my Champix because you're supposed to keep taking it. So it does stave off the cravings for nicotine. It makes the cravings only last a little while, a very short while. And you don't get that, nagging voice in your head telling you, you know what, just have one. You literally just have a feeling like, I usually have a smoke right now, but I'd rather not because I'm going to feel sick. And this is true. But the more I started taking this drug, the more tired I started feeling during the day. It literally does say on the box that you are likely to experience sleepiness while on this drug. And you should never drive or operate any heavy machinery if you do start feeling these effects. Well, my job requires me to be very awake. I do work around a lot of heavy machinery too. Machinery that can kill you if you're not 100% aware of what's going on around you. So for me, this was already starting to be a little bit of a dangerous drug. I didn't want to be in a situation where, you know, I've just taken my morning pill and there I am standing in front of, you know, this 20-ton machine that's gonna possibly chop my arm off or something. So that was the first sign. I thought maybe this feeling would start to disappear, but it doesn't. The more I took it, the more I was feeling these effects. So for me, that was the first red flag for me to, you know, maybe reconsider taking this drug. The next one for me, which in the leaflet that comes with the drug, it says that, you know, what I'm about to explain to you is only experienced but by 1 in 1,000 people. Okay, and maybe I'm just one of those unlucky people, but it started affecting my vision. I started getting very blurry vision. I started finding it difficult to read, and I mean, on top of feeling sick, sleepy, and now I was getting blurry vision. This was 2 weeks into it, starting to move into day 16. I honestly couldn't do it anymore. It was going to affect not only my safety at work, but the fact that it was making my vision blurry. That's a huge no-no for me. Like that was definitely a sign for me to stop. And so I had to stop. I couldn't continue because it would have affected me in a bad way. And, you know, this decision was made only after I had bought the continuation pack. I should have noticed the signs. I did notice the signs before. I thought they would just go away, but they didn't. And so, you know, I made the mistake of ordering the continuation packs and then stopping. And now I have these continuation packs full of these drugs that I'm not willing to use because of how they affect me. Maybe I'm just one of the unlucky ones. I've read a lot of stories of people actually succeeding on this drug. And if you're one of those people that doesn't feel the effects on the starter pack, which is only 2 weeks, then sure, go ahead and continue the course. But if you start feeling the sleepiness, the blurred vision, or any of the, you know, terrible effects that you find written in the leaflet that comes with the drug, then yeah, you should either consult your doctor or just stop. As soon as I stopped, the next day, I started feeling better already. My vision got back to being sharper again, and I just don't feel sleepy during the day anymore. So for me, this drug, it doesn't work for me. It affects me in a bad way. Maybe I'm just one of the unlucky ones, and I don't want to discourage anyone from trying it. I think you can try it safely within 2 weeks. But if you do experience any of these effects within those 2 weeks, I advise you to stop. So, needless to say, I am still smoking. I'm still vaping. I'm still getting my nicotine. I'm gonna try something else. Hopefully that'll help me quit, because I really don't want to be smoking anymore. But every smoker knows that when you're trying to quit, there's that little voice in your head that's telling you to quit. And then every time you stop smoking, there's another voice in your head that tells you, just have one more. And I just gotta figure out a way to, you know, end that. If anybody out there has done it successfully and you're willing to share, just put it down in the comment section below. Let me know how you did it, you know. And if you have tried Champix, did you experience any of these effects? Because I don't want everyone to say that, you know what, this drug doesn't work, because a lot of people say that it does work for them, and I just might be one of the unlucky people that has, you know, the adverse side effects from the drug. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you want to know what I do on my next 30-day trial, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications so you know when that video comes out. And until next time, stay safe.